Okay, this is a short video on very basic functionalities of exchanges for trading in cryptocurrencies. It won't be something complicated. I just want to make it easy for people to be able to use exchanges for basic trading. Um, I'm going to use two exchanges as an example so that you see that most of them are more or less the same. One is GDAX. It's the exchange for Coinbase. The advantage is that once you create your account in GDAX and they verify your account, any transfers from Coinbase to GDAX are immediate and free. So you can transfer basically mm, wire euros or dollars to Coinbase, and then once you get them there, you can directly send them to GDAX, and it's both immediate and free. Um, the other exchange we will be talking about is Binance, which is a great exchange for because it has a lot of cryptocurrencies and you can do the trading. You can trade with lots of different cryptocurrencies, but of course, the more options you have, the more complicated it seems. So I recommend you to start with GDAX. Um, it has the same problem as Coinbase, although in this case it's an advantage, and it's that you don't have many coins to work with. You have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ether, and Litecoin now. Um, so what are we going to do when we trade? We can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and it's a no-brainer. Um, that you have to buy them when they're cheap and sell them when the price rises. So that's basically what you want to do. Of course, you don't have to trade when you're working with cryptocurrencies. You can always buy them and hold until the market value goes up. But if you want to play around, trading is fun, and you can get a profit from it. Okay, why do you get a profit? Because they're unstable currencies, and as the value changes so much during the day, well, you can get advantage of that to take advantage of that. Okay, so I wanted to explain what the screen looks like on all the exchanges. Most exchanges you have the graph that shows the evolution of the cryptocurrency with the price, how it goes up and down and up and down. As you see, I've got it here. I chose an hourly rate. That's the 11th of February. That's the 12th. And so in a day it has gone up, and then the next day it goes down. Um, you can change the rate. You can show it here, and I recommend you to do that because you can see how it evolves on the same day in a short period of time. So it has been more or less stable this morning. Uh, but what you think might be a lot of change if you see how it varies through the days, it might not be so much, or it might be higher. You see, in this case, the variation has been a lot. Um, so, for example, if we're talking about Bitcoin Cash in this case, um, it has changed from 1,000 euros to 600. So um, if someone bought here at 600 and sold it here at 1,000, well, he basically got 400 euros benefit. Um, so you can change the rate, and I recommend you to do so. And you can play with the variations in a day, in a couple of days, in a week. That's up to you. Then most exchanges of the screen where you can see how people are buying in green and selling in red, and see what prices they're using for that. And then you have on the left of the screen of GDAX, you have what you can do, and it's basically the balance you have of that coin. In this case, I don't have anything here. You can deposit or withdraw, and then you can uh, buy and sell at the market value, which is you can see the market value here. So I'm going to change it here. I could buy or sell at this price right now with the market value. You could do that if it's really low or really high. So if you want to do something very quickly, and you can just put them on. For example, if I want to buy um, 0. 0.1 Bitcoin, I could see the how much that is in Bitcoin Cash. It's for me, it's much more interesting to work with the limits. The limits are um, orders that you program for when the market gets to a certain value. So you can tell the exchange to buy when it's low or sell when it's high, and you set your values. This is the limit price. For example, I've got an order here to buy some Bitcoin Cash when they get to 0.153. So right now it's 159. So if it gets here, I've told it to buy something, and then with the idea of then selling it when it prices up again. So I just leave it there and wait until it gets to that value, and then the system will buy whatever I chose. Just so that you know, GDAX operate, you can put a value here, or even you can use one of the values here, or then copy it or wherever. And if you don't know them, because you might never know the amount of bitcoins that you want to use, you could just click here and it would transfer all your bitcoins directly to the. So if you had something here and you just clicked it, it would change it directly into bitcoins here. It will, as you see, it would pre-fill all the values here. Okay, and then you just place the order, the buy order or the sell order, and then play around. That's how basically you work with that. And you can work with that coin. You can work with ethers, for example, ethers as the value of it's high. Um, so I'll change in euros. You see that it has evolved here from 1,000 nearly to 400. So there's a 600 euro difference here in a couple of days. So you can get some money if you manage to play around correctly and take advantage of this decrease in value. Okay, so that's basically what it is. You get the values here. The here to the left, you see the type of change that you want to do. So if you want to play with Bitcoin Cash, you can play with Bitcoin Cash with Bitcoins, which I recommend, or Bitcoin Cash with euros. It's better if you just get used to the Bitcoin change. Okay. And here it's either we use dollars, either with Bitcoins, either with euros. Okay, and Litecoins or whatever. And you can just play around with whatever coins you want. I recommend you to do it with low values, play around until you get to know how it works, because you make mistakes, we all have. And then I'll show you another exchange, which is Binance. In Binance, um, as you see, the complication, it's a bit more complicated because um, the you get many more coins, which are here. Okay, but it's also a lot of fun because you play around with lots more coins. Okay, so basically here are the coins. You just have to choose whatever you want, or you can look for it. So I can search for the coin I want and just click on it. I'll get the graph, and I can see again the evolution change in the access rate. I can see the transactions that are going around right now, or my transactions. Here are the transactions that are going around. I can see the market value now, the change in the day, the highest peak, the lowest peak in the day, and just play around with that and just go and choose various coins and see how they're doing. So if one is not working correctly, you can go and play with the other one. And just as I've done here, just place around your orders and wait until the market goes as you want. So Binance has a lot more options because you can play with more coins. Some the value is very low, some is high, but also you get really high uh, changes in value in some of the coins, so you can really play there. Um, this is change also has this is the basic mode, has an advanced mode, which basically doesn't change too much. It's the same here. You get the limit in the market, uh, Here you get whatever they've been selling or buying, the price or whatever. You can see the orders that you've done, etc., etc. So it's basically the same. You don't have to feel frightened by that, and you can change the coin here. Okay, so I hope that helps. I just recommend you to play around, put some money in, buy when it's low, sell when it's high, and see if you can get some profit from it. Okay.